Hello ladies and gents, welcome back your lovely faces to the basement. Today we are going to be looking at the brand new patch notes which are incoming for the Texas Chain Saw Massacre later today around 2 PM Eastern, so around 7 PM UK time. There's a few things in this which I am a bit like, ooh, right, okay, how's that going to plan out? How's that going to work? Because some of it is like, ooh, that's not going to really be a good place for a trap anymore. So let's jump on into it. So the patch notes. This, as we said here, following notes for the upcoming patch. The Hitchhiker Trap Exploit. Fix an exploit where Hitchhiker players could use his trap to pass through walls and doors. I haven't seen that, but they fixed it. Good. The Hitchhiker Trap Interaction. Now with this one, I actually only just started seeing this over the last couple of days. And this is where victims would be unable to interact with gaps, crawl space, and other elements after stepping into one of the hitchhiker's traps. They've also fixed the Johnny and Sissy lunge. Johnny and Sissy both had a lunge that was greater than other family members. We've adjusted this to be more in line with the rest of the family members, and this should also correct the Johnny build we're seeing used in public matches. What's the build? Let me know down below, folks. Now, they've also done the brightness cheat, an issue that would allow PC users to adjust their in-game brightness outside of accepted levels by editing the game files. Come on, that to me is cheating. People are, oh no, it's just so I could see better. That's still cheating. You're not using what they've actually given you in the game. You are editing it to make it better for you. That is cheating. And see, with that there, that's just a brightness cheat. Or what about crossplay? Because it's taken longer now for people on consoles to find an actual game. And that's even if you have a Leatherface with you. I was on the game last night. It was myself and Hitchhiker. We had no Leatherface, and we also had 3 victims. No one came into the lobby within that 3 minutes. No one came in. No victim, no Leather or other killer. No one came in. And then obviously, when it reached 0, it kicked us out. We went back in. We had 3 killers, myself, Leatherface, and Hitchhiker, and we only had 2 victims. No one else came in. I do think crossplay is starting to affect the game now, and they do need to, I think, concentrate on that more than doing a lot of these other little glitches, because, don't get me wrong, what Gun Media are doing is absolutely amazing. Coming onto Reddit, these are the patch notes, doing weekly patches, which is great, and it is going to be harder in the future for them to keep that up. But I do think they need to sort out one of the main reasons, and that is crossplay. That is one of the biggest issues. Now, they've also done the hitchhiker traps at ladder exits. They've adjusted the trap where you can set it. So obviously now, instead of being right next to it, they've moved it back more, so a player can literally just run around it now, and that is just going to be null and voided. They've changed now a fuse box reset. The family can now turn the fuse box off after a victim turns it on. There is a cooldown applied to the switch, similar to generators and car batteries. So with that there, I think it's a great idea, but they've also ruined it as well, because if they're going to add the cooldown, which is the generator, and for the car battery, you're looking at a good 30 seconds just to stand by the fuse box and wait. When that's happening, in those 30 seconds, they can get down wherever and go to the basement exit. That is a little bit redundant, because it's like, right, oh, you can turn it off, but you still can't turn it off, though, after they've done it. You have to wait. Why can't it be like the pressure valve exit gate? Go straight down, you can turn it off. That's what it should be like. Now, they've also changed the family stun immunity, which I do think this is good. Family now has a 10-second stun immunity period after an initial stun ends. There is no stun immunity after a family member is stunned by a victim bursting out of a hiding place, though. If you attempt to stun a family member who has immunity, you will not see the prompt for Leland's ability or a backstab. Good. If you attempt to stun a family member who has immunity with a door slam, it will have no effect. Close encounters will vary in duration due to the individual family members having different stun recovery times. Therefore, the immunity period is different for each. Okay, not bad. But I do think these door stuns and all that should not affect Leatherface. It's fucking Leatherface. The guy is huge. It's this dude right by here. No, here. Right by here. This guy is huge. It should be like the door hits him, and that should be it. or the door hits him and the door explodes. It's Leatherface, you know? That's what it should be, but everyone else, okay. But not Leatherface-like, you know? Now, they've tuned the Taekwondo perk, which has been reduced. So now 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and 8 seconds stun duration. They've also tuned to the Agitator perk, 1.5 level family bond reduction, 2 levels, then 2.5. They've also tuned the stealth performance in mini-games. We have adjusted the amount of noise generated in gathering mini-games when at full stealth. So again, fingers crossed that kind of works for the victims when they're going for bones and everything else. Let's hope it doesn't be like we can button bash the shit and you can't make any noise, because we've seen that. Now, Leland's ability as stun duration. They've adjusted the stun duration upgrades for Leland's lifesaver ability. That there, we're just going to have to see how long it'll be, because again, with Leland. But overall though, this has actually been kind of good. But they do say by here though, as they've mentioned previously, they're starting to shift away from weekly patching, and the next patch may be a little less rigid in their scheduling and timing. We'll have a new Moretto times when it makes sense to do so, and patch notes to follow. So we got that there. As you can see, it's currently got 1.4 thousand comments. So yeah, so that's what we got, folks. It's going to be interesting to see the Leland ability stun duration, see how that goes, see how people are going to be doing the door, and obviously we're going to see people not being able to stab a family member after they've already done it. Hopefully that's not going to happen now. But ladies and gents, if you are new, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all soon.